family. It's Michelle on a mission here, and I am really excited today because I'm going to finally start my garden. I have brought a lot of seeds with me from America, and today I am going to be planting the seeds that I purchased from our sister ES over at Eat, Love, Migrate. They're from the Indigenous Seed Company, and I'm going to be planting these today. So you guys, I have no experience doing this, except for the fact that a few years ago, not a few, but many years ago, I used to work as the executive chef at the Big Bend Homeless Coalition. And while I was there, I planted an herb garden. So we got all of our herbs there. So I'm pretty good at harvesting herbs. We did it in containers, and I did it with a lot of help from the Gardening Club of Tallahassee. So I'm gonna take some of those things that I remember from doing that project, along with information that my grandma gave me, and start this little garden here. I've been doing a lot of research, watching many videos, reading a whole lot of blogs, and everybody has so many different ways that they grow things. So, I'm gonna take some of that information, but I'm also gonna just do what feels right. And I think if I need any help, I'm going to be making some phone calls or sending some emails and asking some folks for some help. If you're watching this video and you see me doing something that is completely off base, or a better way for me to do it, please feel free to comment, and I will definitely take your suggestions under consideration. Okay, so today I'm going to be planting my seedlings in these little cups that I made. I put holes in the bottom. I got these cups. I made these out of water bottles. So I wanted to try to find a way to recycle some water. I've also created myself some really nice soil here, as you can see. So this is like a combination of compost, some of the black clay that's here. The Nile dirt is so heavy and thick that I had to find a way to kind of cut it. Even though everything here looks like it grows well with it, somehow it's just so thick and heavy. I'm thinking that maybe I need to try something a little lighter. So I cut that with some peat moss, which is good for moisture retention and drainage also. And I also put some compost in here and some Wecos to put some fertilizer. So let it do what it do. Here's one of the cups that has some dirt in it, as you can see, and I wanted to do something that would be reusable. I know that a lot of people start their seedlings in the egg cartons and then they cut them up and plant them with them. So I'm gonna do some that way too. But for the purposes of this video and for using these indigenous seeds, I am going to use the planter cups that I created. And yeah, so that's what I'm about to do. I'm probably gonna record the rest of this on time lapse, so you get to see me actually doing it. And then I'll be taking these babies outside to their new home and wait for them to germinate. Okay, so I finished my first tray, and it looks really good. It's pretty heavy too already. So now I'm going to do my second tray of dirt for my little starter cups. This is the kind of activity you can let the kids do, just to help get them acclimated to the idea of growing their own food, Wish my grandbabies were here, because I know that they would be helping me do this. Stir this up a little bit. We'll put a little bit more potting mix in here. it's just too heavy. And I am using an organic potting mix. Actually, all the ingredients are organic. For all the forms of dirt. The compost is organic. And I also forgot to mention there is a little bit of sand in here as well. Because the now dirt has a lot of sand in it too. So here we go. Venus, I wish you were here. We could do this together. Oh my gosh, so my daily own this morning talked about the need for me to garden. And it's really funny because I had already had it on my schedule for today. And that popped up. I'm like, how did they know that I was doing this today? It's like, they're listening to the phones and Google tells them suggestions on what blog to send you for the day. I don't know, it's just too creepy. But anyhow, it said that it's something that I should be doing, how it would feed my soul, and I believe it. Playing with the dirt, there's something therapeutic in that. I remember when I was growing up, my grandma, she had like the best garden, and little did I know back then. So I think she had like maybe a ½ acre of land. And so the house was on part, and then the whole backyard it's just really huge. At least it was to me as a little kid. And in her yard, she planted everything. You never had to buy vegetables. She planted everything. Green beans, carrots, onions, all the different greens, collards, mustard. She grew spinach. She had corn. I said green beans, but she did like snap peas too. What else did she used to grow? All the squashes. Oh my gosh. Her yellow squash was so bomb. And then she grew onions. So she didn't do a lot of herbs, but she did grow onions. And she didn't grow garlic, but she did grow onions. And let's see what else. She also had a nice big rhubarb plant out there. That thing got a lot of use. We used to eat rhubarb all the time. Just tear the stalk off and strip it back and just eat it. Let's see what else did she used to grow. Grandma, what were you growing? Oh, potatoes. She grew like the best little red potatoes. They were so good. And she grew regular, Idaho style potatoes. So we always had that. One of our favorite things on Sunday dinner, she would make corn on the cob from the garden. She would have green beans that she grew, as well as the red potatoes in them. And always fried chicken. Every Sunday is fried chicken. Every Sunday. And biscuits. She made we would make homemade biscuits. And then she also used to like preserve everything. So she used to make her own jams and jellies. It was just, even though we lived in the city, well, it was in Canton, Ohio. She just did that. All the stuff that she learned growing up, she just continued doing as an adult. I'm just blessed that I was able to, witness it and taste it. And I think my love of food really came from her. Her food was so good. My grandma's still alive. She's like 92 years old. She's 92 or 93. Or what? I don't know. 90, I don't know. She in her 90s. Let me see. What year is this? This is 2021. She was born in 1930. Okay, so she was 90. She's 90. 20 years old. And just as sharp. So I had called her before, deciding to do all this, just to get some pointers. And she gave me some. So And with some things to look out for. So I will be adding her wisdom to this garden. My grandma, if you're watching this, I hope my stuff turned out as good as yours. Man. Love my grandma. Now I did learn a lot of lessons when I planted my herb garden. And that was in Tallahassee. You know, Tallahassee is hot right here. Except it has, and it still had dry heat. But here, I mean, it never rains up in here since August. And we've had a couple of days that was like a cloud, a sprinkle. That was it. No real rain. So it's just amazing that everything is as green as it is. I mean, that just shows the power of the Nile. Okay, so we got these done. They're all filled up. Okay. So now I'm just gonna go through and put a little hole in them where the seed is going to go. And then I have to choose my seeds. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm going to get started with the squash seed here. It says Calabacita, and it says plant 3 to 6 heirloom squash seeds per hill. So I'm not putting it in a hill. Once they've shown true leaves and grown in size, you should thin out to 3 strongest plants. Remember, harvest these summer squash continually in order to keep the plant producing. Okay, I don't know what that means, but I will find out. Sow seeds in trays 6 to 8 weeks before the last frost period in your planting zone. Okay, so I'm a little late, but I'm just gonna plant them anywho. So, seeds are pretty big actually. You see them? So I'm going to make this row here squash. Cover it up. Okay, so got that. So that's one row of squash. Next, I need to do some darn lettuce. Now these lettuce seeds are so tiny. Or actually, I want to do lettuce? Yeah. No, I'll do the watermelon. Got some watermelon seeds. Jeunesse. Watermelon, 6 to 8 weeks before the same frost. Okay, so it's got the same instructions as the squash. So let's see what these look like. Here's what these seeds look like. So I got my little holes dug. Now some of the seeds are black and some of them are like this white color. I don't know what the difference is, but I'm just gonna plant them all anyway. Okay, so that's 6 watermelon, 6 what? Oh, shoot, I don't know where that went. Okay, 6 watermelon, 6 squash. And this row I'll do something that germinates fast. The lettuce is supposed to germinate fast. It says like within 7 days or less. So I'm gonna do that. Ooh, these seeds are tiny. Okay, so this is lettuce. It's the Aswan lady. Oh, and it's an Egyptian lettuce. That's awesome. I'm in Egypt, so they might grow. Anyway, look how tiny they are. It's like little bitty seeds. Oh Lord, okay. I'm just gonna put 2 in. I don't know, I'm just gonna put a few in. That's so tiny. I'll put a few in each one, and then whoever the strongest will survive Whoever peeks his head through gets to live. And one more. That's my lettuce. And last but not least, I think I'm gonna try the pak choi because I love pak choi. And that's not something that I can get here easily. Neither is the lettuce or the squash or these watermelons. I mean, they have watermelons here, but I have yet to have a good sweet one. Okay, so this is the pak choi seed. And they're tiny. It's non-heading leaf type cabbage, okay? And seedlings, 45 days before transplanting, blah, 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 okay. All right, so put a few seeds in this. And as you can see, I'm kind of covering them up as I go. So I won't forget which one I put the seeds in, they're so tiny. All right, seeds planted. So now I just need to put a little bit of water on each one. I put some holes on the top of my water bottle. I'm just gonna water each one. A little bit of water. We gotta find a better system. Anyway. Okay, so everybody got a little something to drink. And yeah. So now I'm gonna put the tops on. So y'all, I had to create these tops. Let me tell you why. The birds here are aggressive, and I don't want them taking my seeds, so I wanted to do it this way because it looks like, I don't know, I just took the idea from a terrarium, right? You grow plants in a terrarium, they grow fine, so I put a little hole in the top, and basically all I'm gonna do is kind of put this on top and keep it in here, and then this way when I have them outside, the birds won't take my seeds. So hopefully it's gonna work. And it's a good way to keep some moisture in too. So I'm gonna finish these up, and then I'm gonna take them outside, cross our fingers. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please let me know. If you have any suggestions, feel free to leave a comment. Share with people this journey of mine that I'm on. I got a lot of seeds to plant today, actually, a lot of seeds. And I just want to kind of show you guys the process that I'm going to be using. But again, if you know people who are interested in gardening, please share the video with them. I would like to have a nice little community of urban gardeners that can, you know, chime in on some of the stuff that I'm trying to do. So, yeah. I'm very excited about watching my little seeds grow. Again, these are my seeds that I got from our sister ES over at Eat Love Migrate. And we're gonna let the seeds do what they do. All right, thanks for watching. Oh, please like this video, share it, and subscribe.
Thank you so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, please like it, share it, and subscribe. You guys don't forget, please join my new page. It's Eating Well with Chef Mitrell. The link is in the description box. Thank you.